Good morning, everyone. It's finally Friday, and I know we've been all waiting for this day, this whole week. And I bet lots of you guys are planning to get all dressed up and go out with your friends as you do every week. Well, in case you do, I have some tips, fashion tips for you guys who are struggling with what to wear for the evening. Now, did you guys know that skirts, shirts, and trousers with flower patterns are hot items for the summer this year? I'm teaching y'all something. Now, I know some of our male listeners are thinking, I feel a little awkward wearing trousers or shirts with flower prints on them. But hey, why don't you guys try doing this and become the fashion icon of the night? Now, dresses with small flower drawings all over them, or drawn all over them, are trendy nowadays as well. So all the female listeners, keep that in mind and try to go shopping for these things. Not to spend too much money. You know, there's some brands out there that do a cheaper version of these expensive flower printed stuff. So go out, be fashionable, have fun tonight, and have a great song to start off your Friday by Britney Spears featuring Iggy Azalea with Pretty Girls. That was Britney Spears featuring Iggy Azalea with Pretty Girls. And right now you guys are tuning into What's Poppin' with your boy Brian Ju on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas, GFM 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, how do you get at us? Now, if you got a Kakao account at TBS efm as a plus friend, you can message us for free. If you're on Twitter, follow us at TBS What's Poppin'. And if you got any questions, a shout out, or an email, of course, the address is efmpoppin@gmail.com. And those of you interested in our playlist, come check it out on our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/EFM/what's poppin'. And also check out TBS EFM digital magazine that features TBS EFM's highlight content on audio and video. Everyone can download it for free from iTunes Store or Google Play. And it's also available on digital magazine portal Tabzin. We got lots more coming your way, but before we move on, a word from our sponsors. Alrighty, y'all, it's now time for today's pick. And this morning, I brought news about the young and talented British singer Adele. Now, it's officially confirmed that Adele's 21 is the biggest selling album of the decade to date in the UK. Now, the album was the artist's big hit, has also sold over 4.75 million copies in the UK alone, which ranked at the first place spot on the official biggest selling artist albums of the decade top 10 chart. Now, according to a newly published report by the official charts company, the record made Adele one of the artists with the biggest selling album in her home country. So congrats to her. Now, the blockbuster album spent 23 weeks on the UK chart summit and has sold more than 30 million copies worldwide. Oh my gosh, that's breathtaking right there. Now, the record was followed by Take That, one of the most popular British boy bands in the country. Their album Progress has sold approximately 2.4 million copies since its release in 2010. And also Michael Bublé also made it on the chart's third place for its Yuletide themed album Christmas that was released back in 2011 and has sold over or about 2.2 million copies. Now, other artists who are included on the chart were Ed Sheeran, Rihanna, Sam Smith, of course, and Bruno Mars. Alrighty, since we're talking about Adele, her million-seller song, of course, she's amazing, y'all. Check out the song. This is Adele singing Rolling in the Deep. That was Rolling in the Deep by Adele. And like I told you guys before, the song is from her album 21 that was released back in 2011. Now, according to the artist, it's a song with dark, bluesy gospel disco tune, which is a great commercial breakthrough for her, leading her way into the international scene, of course. Now, it remained as number one on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 7 weeks total. The song also won the artist a Grammy Award for Record of the Year and Song of the Year in the same year. Now, let's move on and get some more tunes in for you guys. The next song is by The Cab, Bounce, and after that we got Matt and Kim singing I'll Take Us Home. Alrighty, you guys just listened to I'll Take Us Home by Matt and Kim. Now, it's from the duo's album Grand that was released back in 2009. Now, Matt and Kim are an American indie dance duo that was known for their do-it-yourself attitude toward music. And before that, we had Bounce by The Cab, and it's from their album Whisper War, which was released back in 2008. Now, it's an easy punk rock song that everyone, even those who aren't rock fans, would enjoy listening to. And with those two songs, it's already time to wrap up the first half of our show. And the last song for the first half is Hoodie Allen singing James Franco, and we'll be back with part 2 with Joe Park. Welcome back, y'all, to the second half of What's Poppin' on TBS efm 101.3 with your boy B. Jew. And of course, in the second half, we got Chop Loop and Reverse It with my man Joe Park, who will be here shortly to teach you guys about sampling music. So if you want to find out what tracks we got for you, you guys got to keep it right here. But for now, we got a word from our sponsors. Oh, shit. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin', and y'all know what today is Friday, which means we got Joe Clark in the studio for Top Loop and Maversa. Joe Clark.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah. Doing good.
You doing good?
Yeah. Did you dye your hair?
No, my hair is the same color.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's lighting.
Maybe it's the lighting. Yeah.
It's just the lighting.
You had like purple hair
Look
before.
At you look like you're about to go to Hawaii, all bright colored and everything.
Sometimes, reality is I'm in the studio, but at least I gotta feel like it's a vacation or something or summer,
Exactly. That's a true thing too. A lot of people nowadays, since the heat, it's rising, the humidity, it's all sticky outside. We get stressed out a little bit, but sometimes you gotta remember how grateful life is, and it's just I feel like life is too short to stress. So try to find things that can actually bring you back down to earth and make you feel comfortable.
Brighten your day up, just wear some flowers, birds,
And actually, the season, the flower print's very, it's a hot item.
It's coming back.
It's coming back. Well, every year things come back from the past.
That's true.
But this year, if you want to be, in the uppity up in the fashion scene, you need to get flower print shirts or shorts. Well, if you can pull it off. It's not for everyone. Just because you want to be fashionable doesn't mean you always have to go with what's fashionable during that time.
I think you can pull it off.
Of course, I have some flower print shirts. I don't wear it that often. I have flower print shoes too, because I'm a flower shop owner.
Oh,
you're not gonna keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we're not here to talk about flowers. We're here to talk about sampling music. And of course, the first artist that you brought with you today is
Auburn featuring Ayaz.
Is it Ayaz or Iyaz? I don't know how to say his last name or first name.
I think it's Ayaz.
Ayaz? Okay.
Yeah. And the song is called La La La.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, when you say La La La, I get confused because then you had that Sam Smith song with Dispatch. Remember? La La.
Yeah.
La 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 La.
Yeah, it's not that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this song was released as a single in 2010 and reached number 22 on the U.S. Billboard Pop Chart.
Wow.
And she is from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minneapolis!
She's only 24 years old.
Dang it.
It's kind of close to where I grew up as well. And she first sang at the age of 9 and began writing her own material soon after.
Cool.
And Auburn released an independent debut album, and it was called Same Girl in 2007, which spawned an underground hit called Ew Ew. Now, I've never heard this song before, but apparently it was an underground hit.
Ew.
Ew, ew. Everybody say ew, ew. Anyways, she then signed to Warner Brothers and Beluga Heights, which is J.R. Rodham's label, in 2008, and then released La 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 as her first single. Now, her official debut album released in 2013. And she's opened up for artists like Jason Derulo. Oh, man, I saw that one coming.
Yeah.
And in 2013, she confirmed that she had left her label Beluga Heights, and now she's back to an independent artist.
Okay.
And she's only released one album so far independently, but I'm sure she'll be releasing more soon.
Okay. Well, obviously, we're talking about this track because it's not an original. I mean, it's an original for her, but she used a different song to get inspired and to sample for the song. So let's take a listen to the sample right now.
The kisses of the sun were sweet, I didn't blink, I let it in my eyes. Like an exotic drink, the radio playing songs that I have never heard, I don't know what to say. Oh, not another word, just la 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 la. It goes around the world, just la 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 la. It's all around the world, just la 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 la. And everybody's singing la 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 la. And now the bells are ringing la la la.
Alrighty, that was a sample, and that song actually sounds very familiar. I feel like I heard the song a lot back in the day.
Yes, it was a huge hit back in the day.
Okay, so give us some information about the song.
Yes, it's called Around the World, in brackets La 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 La, and it's by ATC.
Okay.
And this song was released in 2000, and it says it was the debut single by German Euro dance group ATC, also known as A Touch of Class.
Oh, that's my middle name. Brian ATC Jew.
ATC.
Yeah.
That's smooth. That's smooth. So as you guys heard in the sample, it's pretty obvious as to what they sample the most catchiest part, la 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 la. And this song is also a cover of the Russian hit Pisenka. And the single the single reached number 1 on the German singles chart in 2000. And the group was very active from 1998 to 2003, and this song is a song that made them the most popular at the time.
Okay.
But after they failed to blow up again, because sometimes it's really hard to top like your number 1 hit. It's like a big stress for everybody, you know what I mean? And
like,
so,
especially I feel sorry for Asai, because a lot of people in the States, when Gangnam Style came out, they're like, oh, his next hit's gonna be a hit. But I mean, he's still doing well, but still not as big as Gangnam Style.
Yeah, it's always hard to top that number 1 hit, you know?
Exactly.
And so after they failed to blow up again commercially, they decided to go separate ways in 2003, and they've only released 2 albums while they're together, and they've released 8 singles, so they had a good run, but they decided to go their own ways after.
Okay, well, that was some information about ATC, but we're going to go back on track with Auburn, and we've got to listen to the song right now. This is Auburn featuring Ayaz with La La La. Is it getting hot in here, or was it just me? That was Auburn featuring Ayaz with La La La. Mm-hmm. It's perfect because guess what?
What?
It is Friday. People getting ready to go out tonight. You got to feel good to get ready. And I feel like our show kind of motivates people.
That's right.
To get in that mood.
Yeah, everyone's happy it's Friday. It's like, it's
of
Friday,
course.
yeah.
Even if it's raining, even if it's humid, even if it's hot, scorching hot outside, it's Friday night because you know what that means.
The week is coming, too.
The weekend is coming.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about no work.
Nope.
And you got to just try to get all beautified for tonight.
Beautified. That's what we call it these days.
That's what I call it, beautified. All the ladies out there trying to get beautified with their flower print skirts and all that stuff before they go to the club. You know, spritz on some, fragrances, trying to smell good for that special someone. And that's what we're trying to do here for y'all right now. But for now, we're going to move on to the next artist that Joe brought with him. And the next artist is
Mike Posner.
Okay.
And the song is Do You Wanna?
Mike Posner. I feel like his voice sounds like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
I think it is like that.
It's a very
jazzy,
husky
like that.
Husky, and kind of dookie all at the same time.
Yeah, it's very like chilled back too. You know? And this song was released in 2010 off of his debut studio album, 31 Minutes to Take Off.
Okay.
And his full name...
That's a little raunchy. I'm just throwing it out there. That name just 31 Minutes to Take Off.
And his full name, Michael Robert Henrion Posner, is an American singer, songwriter, and producer. He's known for writing big hits like Sugar by Maroon 5.
He wrote that song?
He wrote that song.
Sugar!
Yeah, he's an amazing songwriter.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Boyfriend by Justin Bieber.
If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go.
Oh, Beneath Your Beautiful by Labyrinth.
Don't know that one yet.
As well as many songs for Pharrell, Big Sean, 2 Chainz, Nick Jonas, Avicii, Austin Mahone, and many more. And he started producing in 2009 with Big Sean because they went to school back in the day. And in 2009, Posner signed a record deal with J Records after his junior year at Duke University.
Okay.
And he recently released an EP also for his fans, and now it is online for purchase as well.
Awesome.
And he's released only 1 album so far, and he performs a lot, doing live concert tours and these festivals. And the most recent tour he did was in 2014. But this guy is a talented dude. I found out recently too. I'm like, what's he doing these days? And people are like, you don't know him? I mean, he's a crazy writer.
Why do I feel like he's released more albums than one? Because, I mean, he's got some radio play back in the day with some of the singles.
Yeah, some of the singles, but, but they all amounted to just only 1 album though. Like,
okay, because I remember that one song with him and Lil Wayne. That was a pretty big hit. I forget the name of the song. Gosh, I hate that. It's going to be stuck on my mind right now. We'll think about it.
Yes.
But for now, since we're talking about Mike Posner, you all know what that means. We're talking about him because he used another artist's track to sample for his song. So we're going to take a listen to the sample right now.
It's been a long day, baby. Things ain't been going my way, you know I need you here. The way you move me, it's crazy. It's like you see right through me.
Yeah, that was a sample right there. 'Cause you see right through me.
Yeah, you can kind of hear,
He's got that voice.
yeah, Mike Poston would probably get
Mike
on this right
Poston
away.
kind of reminds me of a male version of Macy Gray.
I can see
A
that.
little more
I can see
control.
that.
Macy
yeah.
Gray's a little bit wild when
That's
the voice.
right.
But yeah, we're going to talk about the sample right now. So give us information about the sample track right here.
The sample is called "You Are the Best Thing."
Thank you,
by,
Joe. Oh, that's a nice thing.
by
of you to
Ray
say.
LaMontagne.
Okay.
And this song was released as the lead single from the album Gossip in the Grain in 2008. And the single reached 90 on the Billboard Hot 100. And he is an American singer-songwriter. And people have compared LaMontagne's music to Otis Redding, The Band, Van Morrison, Nick Drake, and Tim Buckley. So that's kind of like what he sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 1999, he was inspired to quit his job and begin a career as a singer-songwriter after waking up one morning to the radio. He just woke up and he's like, you know what? That's it. I'm not working. No, I'm going to do music. You know, there's a lot of people like that who want to do music, but they're doing another job and stuff like that.
So he listened to the radio, but like, look, I need to do music.
Yeah, because you know, like people doing other jobs, they're like in the back of their head, like, oh, I want to do music, man, but they're doing it to make a living and stuff like that. You know. But
I feel like in
one of
life,
these people-
you have that in your brain. Like, even if you're a musician, if you're working at a fast food joint, whatever it is that you're doing right now, and at the tip of your brain, you know that's not what you want to do. There's something more. There's something more you want to reach.
Yeah.
Then you got to do it. You got to have passion for it. You got to take risks, too.
Yeah, and so this was a similar case right here. And so he began performing in 1999 while tutoring as a part-time job. So, I mean, I could relate to that back in the day. And,
Because there's a lot of people like that.
yeah.
You're one of those people, too? You tutor, too?
I was one of those people, man.
Okay.
If it wasn't for that, I don't think...
You'd be in Korea?
Yeah, I don't think I'd be here in Korea, yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. I mean, everybody starts off somehow
Yeah.
to get to another country to do things. Like I said, whatever you feel like is your calling. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to friends and family. I mean, you can take their advice and listen to their opinions, but what you gotta do is listen to your heart and what you feel.
Yeah, and you know, especially in the industry that we're in, you know, sometimes you need 2 jobs to get started, you know. So I would just invest everything in my music because I was like my passion, my dream. You know? So I'm sure, you know, you have hustled back in the day as well.
I'm still hustling, man. Trying
Never
to pay
stop.
the bills, trying to feed my dogs.
Never stop hustling.
Hustling, hustling.
Yeah, and so
Exactly.
he signed with Chrysalis Music Publishing in 2004, and he also debuted that year as well with Ethan Johns producing the album. And it sold over 250,000 copies in the U.S. and 500,000 worldwide. So that is pretty big achievement from going from tutoring to just selling all these albums and be like, woo! You know, he's following his
blew up,
dreams.
man.
Yeah. And so he's released 5 albums so far in his career, and he's won many awards and has received 2 Grammy nominations for Best Contemporary Folk Album. And in 2014, he's known for interrupting a song, or he was interrupted while he was performing a song after 2 fans kept talking during his concert. And so he previously asked the whole audience, like, can you guys please quiet down? You know, but then they kept talking and whatnot, so he stopped. And apparently he kind of cussed them out a little bit. And then
See, that would annoy me because you have a
Yeah.
concert going on. Other people are trying to enjoy the
That's
show. It's
right,
like going to the
that's right.
movies. And you know
when
that
you're talking, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
On the phone or something.
I forget
you know?
which movie it was. It was a recent one too. And I'm like every time it would get quiet in the theater, there's this one family in the very front row, like saying something, but it wasn't even like, "Hey, what are you gonna do after the movie?" It was more like, "So like that." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, normal volume,
no.
louder." I was like, "Everyone can hear your conversation."
Exactly.
We don't need to hear all that. We're all here to
Oh,
enjoy a
man.
movie. And I hate when you complain to those kind of people because then they're like, "We paid for this movie too," and you're like, you want to punch them in the face, but like, look. We ain't here to be talking. We're here to enjoy a film. Same thing with a
Yeah.
concert. You got to respect that other people are there to enjoy the music.
That's right.
We don't want to hear you talk.
They're paying good
Your
dollars to be
personal
there.
business?
Yeah.
Exactly. Keep your personal business at
Yeah,
home. We
exactly.
don't need it at the concert hall.
You can do it after, too.
Exactly. Those people who disrespect like that, I don't need you. I don't need you in my life. You can hate on me all you want. That's what I'm saying right there.
Bam.
Bam. Yes. But that's some Brian Jew attitude coming out right there.
Let it out, brother. Let it out.
Let it out because it's been there. I've been there, of course. I've
Yeah.
seen people talking. I'm like,
course.
really? You can't wait 2 hours after the show to have a conversation?
Exactly.
Anyways, we are talking about Mike Posner, of course, and he sampled this song for his own track. So we're going to take a listen to the song right now. This is Mike Posner singing Do You Wanna? That was Mike Posner with Do You Wanna? It's a good song.
Do you wanna?
Yes, and like I said earlier, he does have that Macy Gray vibe. And
Yes, he does.
It recaptured his voice. I was listening to it. I was like, okay. Yeah, you got that. Yeah. I want to start talking like this. I think people get annoyed.
Wow.
That's too nookie.
That's a new Bijou.
The new Bijou for 2015, y'all.
That's right.
Anyways, it is time to wrap up our show for today. But thank you, Joe, for
My
bringing
pleasure
us
as
great
always,
songs.
everybody.
Yes, and I hope you guys enjoyed Joe's information, of course.
Yep.
And all the names he always butchers, of course.
Forgive me.
And the last song for our show is by one of my favorite artists of all time, Miss Janet Jackson. The song's called Love Will Never Do Without You. And of course, Janet is making a comeback. She's going back on tour, so I'm excited. I hope she comes to Korea. I'll be the front row, like, Janet! My shirt off. I love Miss Janet Jackson. So we're going to get that song playing for you guys right now, but don't be too sad because I'll be back again tomorrow at 9:05 sharp. But on behalf of TBS efm's What's Poppin', this is Brian Jew and
Joe Park.
we signing off.
Peace.